Hey everybody, Nick from Match Point Tennis. Are you looking to gain massive topspin on your forehand? Well, in today's video, we're going to give you 3 simple strategies that you can use to help improve and gain massive topspin on your forehand. So let's go ahead and get started. Tip number 1 for gaining massive topspin on your forehand is take the racket back with 2 hands. Too many times I see that non-hitting hand coming off too early and you're kind of leaving that hitting arm all alone to take care of the power, to generate the power that you need for the forehand. By taking your racket back with 2 hands, you're forcing your shoulders to turn. You can see that. You're forcing your shoulders to turn, your hips to turn. You're talking about a coil. That coil is getting turned, and then when you swing, it's going to open up, right? It's going to uncoil, and it's going to generate more speed on your swing. More speed on that swing is going to allow you to get more topspin. So take the racket back with 2 hands on your forehand, trying to keep it on that left hand or the non-hitting hand just past your head. You're going to get a beautiful shoulder turn. The other thing, a part of this is that you can see is that the racket head is up. We don't drop it. We want that racket head taken back with 2 hands, 2-headed monster here, because you're going to use gravity to assist you on the racket drop in our tip number 2. So tip number 1 to gain massive control on your forehand is taking the racket back with 2 hands. Let's go ahead and look at tip number 2. Tip number 2 for gaining massive topspin on your forehand is making sure your strings are pointed down when your racket drops at the lowest point. So when you drop your racket to that lowest point, those strings should be pointed down. And what that does when your strings are pointed down, like dribbling a basketball here, is when you come to contact, your racket face is going to be vertical, straight up and down. That is essential in order to hit topspin on a ball. Your racket always wants to try to get here. If your racket strings are not closed or not closed enough, your strings will be open, or your face, will be open here, and the ball is gone no matter how well you hit that ball. If that ball's in front, your strings are here, they're pointed to the sky, that ball's gone. You want your racket face vertical here at contact. In order to do that, you want your racket strings closed at the lowest point. So if I'm here for my unit turn, my racket drops, here's the lowest point. As I'm coming through, you can see my racket face strings here are vertical, and I'm going to be able to impart that topspin. Bonus number 1 I'm going to throw in here, the 3-point landing. It's not just about dropping the racket. The racket face, the wrist, the arm, all have to drop as one, not separate, but together in union, right? So when I drop my racket face, bonus number 1, the 3-point landing, the racket, the wrist, the racket, the arm drop together, but the body drops down, and then my front foot steps out like this. So when I go to hit that forehand and the racket drops, I should see something like this. Bend down like sitting in the chair, Vic Braden style, you come up and hit. And that's going to help you get that racket face lower than the ball and help you get that low to high finish on your forehand. So tip number 2, getting that racket closed at that lowest point on the racket drop, closed, ensures that your racket face is going to be vertical here and you're going to be able to impart that topspin. So let's go ahead and look at strategy number 3. Tip number 3 to gain massive topspin on your forehand is change the angle of elevation in which you attack the ball. The more you swing up, the more topspin you impart, and the more topspin you impart, the quicker that ball is going to drop in the court. So I have my Topspin Pro, and a lot of people complain about this to me. Oh, no one swings like this. Correct. If I stood here and swung like this on this path, the ball would just drop into the net, but nobody swings like that. You get your body going into it. But this is the idea we're talking about, the angle of elevation from the ground, right, and draw your angle. We want about a 30-degree angle to get topspin. And what we talk about is when we drop, look, in the last tip, the 3-point drop, look, my racket drops, my knees bend, and I step out, right, and I can get that topspin on the ball. Step out and follow that path up. And you can see I'm lifting really high to get that topspin. So the higher I attack the ball from low to high, the more topspin I'm going to impart on the ball. Yes, if I swing like this ball is going to dip maybe at the net or my service line. It's too much, but the principle is what we're talking about here. You want to attack, you're like, hey, that's too much, Nick. I don't hit the ball deep enough. Well, then change the angle. Maybe you're not going like this. Maybe you're going a little bit more flat. So instead of attacking like this and up and out, I'm attacking like this up and out. And that might be what I need for my forehand here to hit nice topspin and deep. If it's not, maybe I have to attack a little bit higher. But the point is, the elevation, the angle at which you attack needs to increase. You're going to hit the ball out in front, go out to your target and up, and if you have to change that angle of elevation to get topspin, you need to do so. And it's an experiment. The topspin that I need, or the angle of elevation, is not going to be the same as yours, but I can mess around with it. You want to talk about, oh, how do I pass people at the net? Well, if you want to dip the ball, you got to attack low and come up and increase that angle of elevation on the forehand. So there you have it, 3 ways to increase and get massive topspin on your forehand. Number 1, taking the racket back with 2 hands allows your shoulders to coil. Number 2, making sure your racket strings are closed when you drop that racket face at that lowest point when you're going to come forward, because that'll make sure your racket face is vertical at contact. And number 3, that way you attack, the angle of elevation, the angle of attack. If you increase that angle, it's going to give you more topspin. So if you like this video, please think about subscribing to the channel. Share this with your friends. Help my channel grow. This is Nick from Match Point Tennis, and we'll see you next time.